What's up guys, Steel City Dashcam here. This is a little bit of a change of scenery from usual, but I wanted to do my What's Steel City Up To in Euro Truck Sim as I drive poorly through Germany, it looks like I'm in. Yeah, I've got a lot to go through. We're going to try to get through as quick as possible. I'm obviously looking at my notes while I'm driving, so I'm going to be crashing. But, let's get right into it. As far as personal, so the big thing is I no longer work at FlySpace. I'm going fully freelance along with part-time work, but we're going to see if that changes. I'm open to full-time, but you never know. So I'm working with my buddy Dylan, doing some stuff with him. Back with RT, who I used to work with before. I'm actually doing a UFC fight with him. Again, it's been a while since I've done one of those. I think right before I worked at FlySpace. February was my last one. February 22. So that'll be cool. Picking up some more musicals, all that kind of stuff. Otherwise, things are going well. Picking up a lot more personal projects, some of which I'll plug below, so I'm not going to get too much into that now. But beyond that, I'm looking into taking some coding classes, you know, find more ways to make a little extra dough. Learning new audio trades, which again, I'll be getting into when I talk about the content. Oh my god, this thing is hard to drive with a mouse. I'm not driving with a controller, so I'm driving a little bit weird. My controller's acting buggy, so I'm just doing mouse steering. Anyway. Had a couple trips recently, you know, Blue Ridge, which there's a separate video on that that's going to be up shortly. I wanted to post it way sooner, but just didn't get to it. That is not destructible. So yeah, I have that. I did a quick little trip to State College, a little trip or two down to West Virginia. Yes, you'll see some random footage from that. There's going to be a separate video that's just the bad drivers from the North Carolina trip. Even though I'm missing some footage, I had enough to make a full video, so I made a full video. Moving on though, that's pretty much it in terms of the personal stuff. We'll move on to the vehicles. Obviously, there's going to be less of the FlySpace vehicles. You're not going to see any of those really anymore unless I freelance for them, which is still a possibility. But you'll see like RT's vehicles, my buddy Dylan, some other things. You never know. As far as my car, I'm up to about 33,000 miles. Put the new bumper on, it passed inspection and everything. That was good. Just need to get it painted eventually, but that's cool. Aside from that, there's not really that much else, so I'm going to hop into the big thing, which is the content. And I'm actually going to just pull over real quick and, and look over this, because there's a lot to go over and not a lot of time. So we're just gonna let the car do what it wants to do here. So, as far as gaming, big change. I have a new channel. It is called ThatOneSoundPerson / Sound Guy Plays. I'm going to be linking that below because I now stream on Twitch, and that will also be linked below. But the big things with that is I'm going to be streaming Apex Legends. I'm going to be streaming some of like these kinds of games and other kind of random stuff that pops up, as well as potential music production, which I'll get into. Speaking beyond that, there's also an Instagram for that, which I will link. The YouTube channel is going to have the full VODs from my streams, which my Twitch will also have, as well as content like what I would post here in terms of gaming, aside from an occasional teaser, is all moving over to that channel, and I'm trying to make this more strictly the dashcam stuff with some extras. So you can expect that. I'm also going to do a walkthrough of my setup and all that kind of stuff. As far as the audio content, that's going to be moving almost fully over to my already existing YouTube channel, 412 Sound Design, which will be linked below as well. Because I'm side hustling a lot more. I want to do more with audio editing, sound effects, all that kind of stuff. I have some gigs up on Fiverr that could be really useful to some people who watch this, or not. I don't know. But either way, I'm open to those kinds of things, the recording, car exhaust, all that stuff. It's all going to mostly move over to that channel, although there will be some teasers and random clips here as well. In addition to that, there'll be more things being posted about my post-production that I'm working on, working with music and multi-tracks and mixing and all that stuff. Because the best part is I could upload that, call it a remix, because it is. I am literally remixing it. And there you go. I get my own thing. And if like the mix, you roll with it. And that could be a good way to get exposure as well if I do something good enough that it gains attention. So, I'll be plugging that kind of thing, maybe with some tutorials on some of the stuff I use and some of the stuff I do, all that kind of stuff, as well as on my Twitch channel and my buddy's Twitch channel, we're trying to work out a way to live mix music. His brother's in a band, or his friend's brother's in a band, and gives us multi-tracks, and I've been messing with mixing them, and we want to mix it together because he showed me the mix that he had. He wasn't a fan of it, and I started, you know, nerding out, telling him, oh, I would do this and this and that, and he's like, we should just make this something we do, so that might be something we do. Keep an eye out for that, but there'll be further info later. As far as the compilations, I took a bit of an editing break the last couple weeks, but I have stuff that is ready to post. I just have to, you know, go about posting it. I'm catching up in terms of the edit. I'm still at the end of September. It's not like I'm that far behind. I could get caught up pretty quickly considering how quick I can edit, and these last couple weeks will be a lot less driving. So those will be, you know, uploaded at, I'm not going to say a regular pace, but I'm going to be uploading them. I'm trying to get more regular with the scheduling and all that kind of stuff for all these different posts. There'll be some random stuff like time-lapses and other random driving clips, as always. The time-lapses are going to start making a slow return because I got some good footage. And the other videos like the PA car crashes, compilations of my crashes that I caught on video, all that kind of stuff, those are going to be upcoming as well. I've just got to find time to work on them and want to work on them. The stuff like the random shorts from just random stuff, the metal sound-alike videos, and some other stuff I have planned like that, and the whiskey stuff will stay on this channel just because I don't really have another home for it, and I don't want to make that its own endeavor. So that stuff will still be here. As I said, the Blue Ridge video is to come, a review of my dash cam is to come because I don't have a review of my current one. As far as overall content, whether I post it or not, I'm working on more field recordings, and I want to make that a regular thing, as well as car exhaust recordings, music mixing, my own covers, all that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of new and exciting things. Again, there'll be a lot of stuff linked below. Feel free to check that stuff out if that's the direction you more want to see my content. As always, check me out on Twitch. On that YouTube channel are all the links necessary, as well as on Twitch I have some links that you can follow, and you can look at stuff and you can watch things and all that kind of fun stuff. So, that being said, let me end this by just destroying something. If I can get back on the road. Yeah, there we go. I want to just full send into a wall or something like that. Or head on, I guess, is the route I'm heading. So we're just gonna see what I run into. A lot of cars right off the bat. So, yeah, so like I said, just keep an eye out for the content. Thanks for